Welcome to Jets Chaos with Jeremy and Lee Krevat and Matthew Krevat, because this is a special edition of Jets Chaos. I'm alive. Zach Wilson is alive. He's alive. He's going to be playing this season. I might not be alive soon because of this, but we're going to get into that a little later, right after this.
I like Hutchinson the best, and I don't think Linderbaum is worth a top 10 pick. Thibodeau slipped, and I am going to grab Thibodeau. The Giants took Khalil Elam. Good for them. Kenyon Green is a guarantee in my mind. He would be such a dream pick right here. Evan Neal is still on the board. I'm not going to pick this out. That 44 pick could be tight end. That 44 pick could be a good linebacker, a good safety. We could drop back one pick and pick up the... I would regret it if people look back at the first episode and you weren't on it.
Yeah, well, I like that. It's called forward thinking.
One of the worst beats in the world. We do. Our beat is horrible.
Connor could shove that article up his ass.
And then I went to that game and I was like,
I'm just kidding. Let's get started. Okay, so let's say hello to some people because you're all here. And I know you're ready to see us eat some hot sauce, but we're also here to talk really quickly about Zach Wilson and react. Jason Zayas, how you doing? Robert S. is here in the house. Twisted is here in the house. Mark Reese, what's going on, bro? And Johnny G in the house. What's going on? We got really, really lucky. Really, really lucky. When does it bounce our way? Look, it was annoying how the injury happened. It was really, really, really irritating. You all saw that if you were watching Jets Nation, how irritated I was at the coaches. The whole strap. I mean, they should have said it to him 1,000,000 times. It's like, play breaks down, go out of bounds, throw the ball out of bounds. No hero ball today, but they didn't do that, did they? He didn't do that, and they obviously didn't do that because he was playing it like it was the Super Bowl and almost cost himself the season. But he didn't. He's okay, and we're gonna have Zack back. And hopefully for the opener, not sure if it's going to be, they say 2 to 4 weeks. If it's 4 weeks, we probably won't have him for the opener. But the point is we're not like losing the entire season. So what's really going on today? What's going on today is we're doing what's called a crossover episode. I don't know if it's the same thing, but like, for example, if you're as old as me, one day I was watching Happy Days. And it started, I think, with a dream. Maybe Richie had it or Fonz. I don't know. Matthew will clear it up for me. He's older. He remembers. But anyway, in this dream, in comes this guy, Mork from Ork. And he was on Happy Days. Now, I'm a kid. I don't know what's going on. I don't know what a crossover episode is. But what's true, probably not that, based on what I'm seeing backstage. But anyway. Little did I know. I think he made one more appearance after that. Little did I know. Oh, that's called a spinoff. Okay. This is not a spinoff. But what it is it's kind of like combining another channel that I'm on with this channel in an effort to get you to subscribe to that channel. Because you guys like watching me eat hot sauce and stuff. Or you like watching me interact with my brother Lee when we do watch parties. And you like us eating hot sauce. So why wouldn't you want to watch another channel that we happen to do where we eat hot sauce and punish ourselves? So what we're going to do for a one time only is we're going to do our show right here on Jets Chaos. And if you go into the description, you'll notice there's the URL. You can go and subscribe because if you like what you see, you don't have to worry about missing it because it's on the other channel where you're not notified. You can actually subscribe, hit the notification bell, and know when we're doing these live shows and when we're going to eat hot sauce and punish ourselves. And if we also put up videos and content like that. And there's also a slew, not Mark Slew, a kid that grew up on our block when I was a kid, a slew of videos that are already up there. So make sure you can go to the channel and check it out. There's already lots and lots of stuff. But anyway, without further ado, it's another word I'm not, probably Matthew's surprised that I'm able to use. Ado. and I think I used it correctly, which is rare. I'm going to introduce my brothers. Let's get the music going. They get some music. First, he was born before the two of us. He went downstairs and said, "Will you be my mommy and daddy? My parents don't want me anymore." He's the pizza eating, San Diego freaking fish taco eating, energy talk guy, hot sauce eating, funny looking beard, wants to look like a crazy Iranian. Greatest climate change champion of the world! The answer to every trivia question, please.
I love that intro. Hey, I need to correct you first. I need to correct you. Can I do that now?
Yeah.
You already said spin-off, and by the way, Happy Days was a spin-off from Love American Style, which was a very popular show, and then they did a Happy Days episode within that framework.
Oh,
and then
wow.
Laverne and Shirley was a spinoff also from Happy Days. That was a crazy little thing going on there. Those are spinoffs. But if you want to talk about crossover right now, like CW, the DC series superheroes, they do crazy crossovers all the time.
Nice.
Every
Okay.
season, yeah.
Okay, so it's kind of like that show Flash and when he met the Arrow. That's making Matthew very happy. Here we go. Okay.
They have like tons of them crossing over now. Hey, I think we got lucky with Zack.
Yeah.
That we learn now. We learn now is better than learn. You know, like he hopefully he's not so thick that he won't learn from this incident. Preseason is a good time to learn, and he's not out the whole season. So
Yeah. On first
Give me a
down, when on any first down play where you're not in trouble as a team, you know, even if the game meant something, first down, you've already secured 5-6 yards. Even if you go out of bounds, you got 5-6 yard gain. You can't fight for more if you're the quarterback. You got to recognize who you are.
or all of preseason, because all of preseason is first down.
Yeah.
All right.
But-
All right.
Without further ado, he was the second born, the favorite of the mom, but also the most blamed, the most guilty. If something was missing, he did it. Matthew did it. Matthew did it. It must have been Matthew. But also, my favorite, Matthew Sparkle. I said his name, so you already know who's coming. But did you know that he's from idiot directing North Carolina barbecue eating? Was held into my mother an extra day so he didn't ruin his older brother's Halloween. Selfishness. Got his finger bitten by his younger brother the first day he was brought home from the hospital. The greatest, most amazing North Carolina Krevat in the world! Matthew Krevat.
I thought you froze.
Oh, I didn't even know you guys were there. I'm just enjoying an iced tea.
From the official Krevat Attack Tumblr.
Okay, we got a bunch of new people in here. We'll say hello to some people. Jets messes in the house. You know he wasn't gonna miss this. Snowball is here. Eminon is here. I don't know who this person is, but nice name. We have the same last name. I'm just kidding. That's my sister-in-law, Manavi.
I married her.
You married her. I highlighted her chat. The answer is Lee Krevat. M. Morris, what's going on?
What's the question?
Pure. I'm going to make that future Super Bowl even better. What up, guys? It's Pure Adrenaline Fantasy Sports, our number one watch party fan. He was our first viewer of our football NFL Red Zone watch parties. It's good to see him here, chilling. He's all right. We also have not Leah, Leah. We used to always make that mistake. If anybody was going to name their child Leah, I thought it would be my brother Matthew, but he decided on Leah.
You go with what won't get you divorced, you know?
How are you guys doing?
Good.
Great.
See you, Egghead. That's
Okay.
officially your name in our house now. Like, nobody refers to you by any other name.
Uncle Egghead?
I don't say uncle, but yeah, Egghead.
So what is what's okay? So you were shaking your head. You were very upset with me saying spinoff. Crossover was the correct way to say it, right?
Yeah, so no, as you corrected, Mork got his start on Happy Days, so that was just a kind of a spin-off, kind of pilot episode embedded in Happy Days. But in the episode like a year later of Mork from Ork, where he goes back so Fonzie can teach him how to ask women out on a date and how to score with women, that was a crossover.
Okay.
A triple, because Fonzie was on it and Laverne and Shirley along with Mork. Or Laverne at least was on it.
You feel like you
all three shows were number one at one point in time.
Yeah, they were all great shows. Snowball, you kind of are a fly on the wall on a Krevat Zoom meeting. It's the three of us.
If you want to come to Sunday night, tomorrow night, you're welcome, man.
Yeah. I look at the Steve Urkel was on Full House. Good to know. Laverne and Shirley was on Happy Days.
Yeah, a little more mature one. Paul Reiser was on Friends because he owned the apartment that Kramer was subletting from Mad About You. They did the Mad About You crossover.
Oh, yeah. It's cool. You see, there's lots of things that connect. Well, guess what? We connect to Krevat Attack, hot sauce. All right. So I know everybody's waiting to see some hot sauce being consumed. So we will get to it. Now I can be happy because Zach Wilson is not going to miss the entire season, which is a nice thing. Guys, in the description, you can see the link to Krevat Attack. It's in the description, but I'll also try to hook up the link here. Let me see if I can do that. Let's see that. And we'll get started talking about the sauce that we're going to be eating. I could smell that sauce. My God, this is going to hurt.
I've been afraid to open it. I don't want my eyes to tear.
Yeah, this is going to hurt. Let me see if I can.
This is one of the scarier ingredient lists that we've ever done as far as a combination of peppers.
Yeah.
I'm excited. I'm hungry.
I just had some homemade Indian food, so my stomach is primed for more spice.
Well, I haven't had anything to eat today, so it's going to be bad. It's going to be bad.
I don't know why I'm having so much trouble finding our own channel.
Won't be as bad as Zack and how he played yesterday, but it's going to be bad.
He played horrible, but he didn't really have, he didn't have enough opportunities for me to be that panicked about it.
Yeah, Mark, there is Reaper in this sauce that we're about to do.
Okay, so yes, there is. We're going to read the ingredients. Matthew's going to first talk about the sauce, and we will get started now. Remember, in the chat, if you look in the chat, I just put the link up. That is the link to our channel. We're going to change the name to Krevat Attack. We can change the URL now, but let's get started. Okay.
So when I'm not having hot sauce, I'm in marketing. So it's my job here to go to the marketing page for the hot sauce and read you what the marketers have to say. And what they have to say is that this is the 6-fin series, Hamagata hot sauce. Eat the heat, savor the flavor. It's half hammerhead shark, half alligator. The Hamagata is the inaugural mythical creature of the 6-fin series. It has a southern-inspired base, traditional Cajun seasoning, and a hint of liquid smoke. This sauce features the scorching heat of the Louisiana-born 7-pot primo pepper, but also has a New England accent. Made in New England, The Hamagator.
Boo. Okay. I'm sorry I had a boo because anytime I think New England,
Yeah, well, tell me about it.
Okay. we're still on the Jet channel. So the ingredients, what's in this hot sauce? You might ask. Well, the number one ingredients, and this is terrifying, is the scorpion pepper. Oy, bad memories of this one. Vinegar, onion, roasted red pepper, roasted red pepper, and then in parentheses it says water, salt, citric acid. I guess that's what the red pepper is soaking in. Molasses, water, garlic, celery, habanero pepper, pineapple juice, banana tomato, almond flour, sunflower oil, Carolina Reaper pepper, 7-pot primo pepper, chocolate chili powder. Oh God. And that has cocoa rubs and chili and juniper berry and allspice and maple syrup and that. Seasonings, liquid smoke, paprika, salt, coffee puree, spices. It contains tree nuts.
What were you reading before spices?
I don't know. But
Hey, but by the way, I want to point out that this is labeled as vegan, so I can have some.
We're going to have to drop Jeremy's grade to a B for the pepper reading because the chocolate chili powder had cacao nibs, not cocoa rubs.
That's my eyesight. That's not my lack of ability to read. That's just poor eyesight because of the tiny little letters.
I know. That's why I always read it on the website first.
What's up, KO time? Okay, guys. So here we go. We're gonna now get ready to taste it or smell it first, and then here we go. Ooh. Oh, I poured a lot. That is much more than we usually taste.
Is it liquid? Oh, I will learn from your mistakes and be.
Darn it.
I am using a half teaspoon instead of a quarter. We do quarters. We don't put them on any food. We do it straight so you could really taste it, really measure the burn. And we usually do quarter, but I didn't have a quarter, so I'm doing a half, whatever.
Oh, I jumped ahead and sniffed it, and that was a mistake. My eyes are burning.
Oh, boy. Yeah, it's a hot smelling
one.
Boy.
Oh, boy. This is not good. Oh, boy. This is going to be really hot.
So there's a lot of ingredients there. It feels like it should have a complicated palate, but all I smell is like pure pepper mash. I don't smell anything flavors I'm expecting to smell.
The number one ingredient was scorpion pepper, which is a super hot pepper. So
yeah.
So guys, now to everybody watching, the purpose of the show, other than to see us suffer, I know a lot of you out there just want to see the suffering, but we truly are going to rate this sauce and tell you whether you should buy it or not, or what you could put it on and all that good stuff. So
we rate for flavor and we rate it for heat, and we also will keep track of the burn turn. That is, when does it stop actually hurting and start to get better in our mouths?
Okay, I think we're ready.
Ready.
Let's try it.
Oh my God, the scorpion. Oh.
It hits sharp and fast. There's no delay on this one.
Oh.
Okay.
Yeah, it's hot.
Oh my God.
I really like the smokiness, though.
Oh.
So I've got like wall-to-wall heat in my mouth. There's like not one spot that's hot. Like my mouth is just hot across the board.
It went way down my throat too. It's in my throat.
I'm expecting egghead to become like an Easter egg red any second now.
I'm getting the garlic, which is really nice.
What are we drinking there, egghead?
Like a Red Bull energy drink.
Someone's asking what lesson will Zack learn from this past game. Hopefully he'll learn he doesn't need to scramble, especially during the preseason, especially on first down. I mean, get out of bounds. You're a quarterback. Come on.
Oh, that's not
He's afraid he wants a good yak number.
Taking a hit like that is like using a half teaspoon when all you're supposed to do is a quarter teaspoon.
I've done that. I do that.
Give yourself extra pain.
Ooh, that's hot. That's hot, baby.
Okay.
I don't have any liquid or food with me, so I'm gonna have to suck it up.
I've got
Oh,
some
it's in
tea,
my
but
throat
I'll
now.
let it sit at the side for a while.
Oh.
Okay. I've turned.
The
I
burn
still
turn has
feel the
happened.
heat. Yeah, I feel the heat, but it's not nearly as intense as it was. This one
You
peaks
crazy?
early.
Are
Yeah,
you
the burn has
crazy?
turned.
No,
It
it's
was-
still hot. It's still hot. It's just not as hot as it was
Yeah.
that first.
It was
30 seconds.
explosive heat, but it tamed. It started taming pretty soon.
I've still got
My
like a
insides are
tingle.
burning.
I've got like a numbing tingle, maybe like electric current going through my tongue.
Maybe I took more than I thought. Good story.
And there was
Hey,
There's-
I'm not down on the Jets. I just want to say, and Morris, not down on the Jets. I still believe it was 5 minutes of football.
Oh, I'm out of almond milk.
okay. I'm
That's
gonna-
good. That was good hot sauce. Hot, but good.
I think what we're lucky is this doesn't have any ghost pepper in it. And while those other peppers are as hot and hotter, the ghost pepper lingers more than these peppers do.
Yeah.
Oh, I forgot
So
how much it hurts. Oh, I forgot how much it hurts. Oh.
It's sharp. I mean, it was sharp. It hurt like a knife.
Yeah. It was super explosive initially, but it tamed quick. I love that.
It was like coming out of the
Snowball,
pocket.
those are fighting words, Snowball. Why are you guys not in pain? Maybe I ate too much. It hurts so much.
I ain't
I'm
more
gonna
than
tell you
you, man.
something.
I did over a quarter.
Jeremy gets all the respect for the hot sauce because it does affect him more. You can tell because he turns red in that split second. But he still doesn't back down. He's
I don't
not
have a
afraid of
head
that extra
sweat
pain.
yet, and I often get a head sweat. I don't have a head sweat yet. I did think it was super hot, but it tamed quick.
Yeah, it was a short heat.
The garlic still there. The garlic hasn't turned.
John, you spelled when wrong. It's not IF, it's WHEN. Do you realize when we reach
Secret weapon.
which will be?
Matthew, you a Jets fan now?
Secret weapon. Secret weapon.
I am always happy for the Jets to win, the Giants to win, or the Panthers to win. Like, there's never a time when all three of them are in contention, so I never have to worry about conflict. You know, so.
When I was growing up, the Giants and Jets both was so bad that I rooted for both of them. Come on, I wanted both to win because none ever did.
Yeah, I like both. And then the Panthers were born after I'd already been here a decade, so I didn't have any animosity to them because they didn't grow up hating them. So it was easy to root for them from the beginning. So
the one show that I got burned out of, one, I had too much of that Reaper sauce, but the second reason, it wasn't in my mouth. My mouth was fine. It was my belly, and I'm feeling some belly now. I ate no food today. I've had no.
That's a mistake.
No, I've had no. I didn't line my stomach with anything.
Yeah. So and a little bit of advice to people who might suffer from capsaicin cramps from the super hot sauce: apple cider vinegar helps get those cramps to subside.
I ain't
What
got
number?
none.
What
I ain't
number
got
would
none.
this be on hot ones? What number you think on hot ones? Would it be the 5th sauce, the 7th sauce?
Oh,
You want to rate the number?
No,
I mean,
I'm just
on hot ones, I think it would probably be the 7th spot. It'd be right below the bomb.
I would say 6 or 7 on hot ones. Yeah.
I mean, because if you figure like Los Calientes is usually 5, this is a lot hotter than
Oh
that.
yeah,
So,
yeah. That's nothing. This is 7 then. This is 7.
yeah.
Yeah, this hit me like Thor.
Yeah.
With Thor's
put it in there.
volcanic peppers.
Look, my belly's really hurting. I don't know if I could do a second one, man.
Harlan, it's a special appearance, Harlan. We just decided to come on and have some hot sauce since we all had time in our calendar.
Yeah.
No,
Okay, let's.
If you want to see, I want to remind everybody, if you want to see us do this more often,
Like a crossover.
you have to visit us on our other site. I just put it in the chat. You have to visit us at that site. We have a whole show. There's a whole slew of videos. I use that word slew again. There's a whole slew of videos.
Not Missy Slew, not Marcy Slew.
No, you got to say Mark Slew. You got to say there's a whole Mark Slew.
There's a whole Mark slew of videos. I am sweating like a mother. Can you ask Lee and Matthew if they like mashed potatoes? I'm dying from hot sauce, and this is what you want to do, J. Cole? You want to talk about your steak and potatoes?
Listen. When I'm home, I'm a vegan, but when I go out to eat, what I am eating every time is steak and potatoes. every
Yeah.
time.
Those are
Cold
great.
center. I like cold center, like blue center, rare steak.
Oh, thank
Yeah.
God I had the Reese's peanut butter cups.
I'm rare to medium rare. I like a filet mignon. I think Matthew is more of a
I'm a ribeye kind of
ribeye
guy.
guy. Yeah.
Ribeye porterhouse.
I like the texture of filet. I just love that texture. Ooh, baby.
Yeah, I like to take the cow, wipe its asshole clean, show it to the flame, and then put it on a plate.
I just think it has more texture if it's medium rare. I'm just going to say texture.
As Madhavi says, our father's middle name is steak and potatoes.
It really is. It really is.
He doesn't eat very many things.
You look him up on the internet. It's man eats steak and potatoes. Krevat. I think we got to talk about what this hot sauce is good on.
Mm.
Are we gonna
Burn
Jeremy?
turn.
I'm ready for my second hit.
I'm not going to do another hit of that until I'm doing a show, and it's going to be $100 hot sauce. $100 in super chats.
Super
if you want
chat,
to ever see me eat that freaking sauce again.
Oh, beautiful.
What is it?
I mean, how many sauces?
A quarter of it or a half? You got to do a half teaspoon for $100, man.
I just did a half teaspoon.
Yeah.
I didn't realize that I had a full teaspoon, and I definitely filled it halfway.
My
See,
stomach's burning, man. My stomach's burning.
measuring spoon. Use actual measuring
I
spoon.
know this would do good in barbecue sauce if you want to add heat to barbecue sauce.
Yeah, or ketchup. There's this fantastic hot sauce ketchup made by Hoff and Pepper, and I love it. And I found I can just get regular ketchup because I ran out, and I was really bummed because I love it on my burgers. I ran out, but I found out if I add a nice hot, not overbearing tasting hot sauce that have flavors I like this one, garlic and onion, add it to the ketchup about 50-50, boom, I've got a hot ketchup that I can put on my burgers.
Yeah, I mean, we haven't talked the individual flavor yet, but I'm going to say I mostly got heat out of this, and I didn't get lots of flavor notes because the heat was so overwhelming. So I would just say this can go on practically anything in measured amount. Like this is the kind of thing I think goes into a pot of sauce, a pot of chili, a bowl of soup. I don't want to pour this on a thing. I want to mix this into something.
Yeah, I would put this in my split pea soup to give it some pop, baby.
I would not adulterate my split pea soup.
Oh yeah, you got to pop it with something.
Not the split pea.
I mixed it with some rice, give it a really nice flavor. Any kind of rice.
Oh, remember Mom used to make the ground beef with tomato sauce and corn?
And corn. We called it beef corn instead of corned beef.
I make it all the time.
You could put it in that.
Certainly.
I make a similar dish, cumin, tofu, and peas. You put it in that.
So if you had to put a number to this this hamagata.
This is like 10x sriracha. It's 10x sriracha. If sriracha was the base, we'd have to rate it a 10. But it's not. It's not. Sriracha is not the base. Iowa.
Sriracha.
Yeah, sriracha is like what you use to rinse your mouth out after having this.
Yeah.
Though I love the flavor of sriracha for Asian food, especially for hibachi. I love the flavor. It just needs something else to kick up the heat.
So are we rating this a 5? Is this a 5?
For flavor?
Yeah, for heat. For heat, I was thinking heat. Is it a 5?
To me, it's a 6. Only because, I would give it a 6.
A Jeremy 6 or a Krevat 6?
No, a Krevat 6 because it's that. To me, it's Thor. Like volcanic peppers, it's like as hot as Thor, and I think I gave Thor a 6 or something.
I think it's a tad under Thor. It's a tad under.
Yeah, I mean the reason I would put it under is because it doesn't last like Thor. When you say Thor, that's volcanic peppers makes a sauce called Io, Thor's hammer, named after a volcano on the moon Io around Jupiter, and so that Thor's hammer it stays in your mouth. Like the burn turn for that is legit. Where for non-Jeremys, this got out of its mouth pretty fast.
Yeah.
So yeah, so I'd say yeah. So what are we? What are we?
I'm going to vote 5. Lee can vote 5. You can vote 6. And Lee has a math degree.
5.3333333. No, 5.66. No.
I guess we got to round down to 5, as my wife would say. For Jeremy type people in the world, which is pretty much 99.8% of the rest of the planet, this would probably be a 9 or 10.
Yeah. If you normally get Frank's hot sauce or sriracha, you cannot apply this to food the way you apply that to food. You can't just sit there and shake it on your food. It will kill you.
No. This is you shouldn't drink it straight. Like we shouldn't have it straight like we just did.
Yeah, what
That's
you do,
not
we're
what
doing.
Like this is not a this is not a sauce I would put on wings or I'd eat my chicken McNuggets with. This is a sauce that I would mix in the barbecue sauce for my chicken McNuggets, or mix into the ketchup, or mix in a barbecue sauce for the wings. But I would certainly not pour this directly on a wing because I wouldn't enjoy the wing.
Or even mix in a hot sauce. Like you make Frank's, sauce with butter and then put a couple of drops of this in to kick that sauce up before saucing your wings.
Yeah.
And I'm gonna say for me, I measure by how much I put for ketchup. It's 50-50 to make a hot ketchup. About 50-50 to make a hot ketchup. But that's a hot ketchup.
That's very hot ketchup.
Yeah. So I'd say it's a 5 1/3, rounded down to a 5.
All right. And that's on the Krevat Attack scale, not on a normal human scale.
Yeah. How about taste? What do you give for taste?
I like, again, it's for something that hot, it's impressive. But again, it's not something I can enjoy directly on food. It's really to add heat to those kind of things that we've talked about, more sugar, high sugar content sauces. So I'm just going to lay it down at a 5.
And taste.
Yeah, I'm in a 5 just because 5 to me for taste, 5 is my neutral. I start at 5 and then I take points off for bad or I add points for good. And it doesn't get anything bad. There's no like strong vinegar taste. Some sauces are overpoweringly vinegar. Some are overpowering with the garlic and stuff. And this is just a well-balanced sauce. So I will leave it at the 5, I think.
I'm giving
Again,
it
I didn't taste a lot.
I'm giving it 6 because I can taste the garlic and I can taste the onion in here, and I like it. And I like the way it goes hot and then smooths out, but leaves those flavors in your mouth. And I think the average is going to be, Jeremy, what's the average of a 6?
But before we set it in stone, I would say I only tasted it once, and a lot of times for me that first power of heat overpowers flavor. So Lee, if you wanted to do more, we can try it and really narrow down the flavor.
My mouth can do more, but my belly is saying,
your belly's a coward.
Don't. I have to do a show tonight. I'm doing an improv show, improvised Shakespeare, an entire Shakespeare play, improvised, made up on the spot.
No.
I don't know that I want to put that in my belly, but if you do it, I'm going to have to, which really makes me sad.
Man, Jeremy, it's your show. Should I do more?
I already said I wouldn't do it unless there was money involved.
Did any super chats come in to give you that?
No
money?
one's going to give the brothers Krevat money.
Yeah, I know. Okay, you don't have to do it, Lee. I just want to do the quarter because I don't.
I'm going to do it then. If you're doing it, I'm doing it.
Well, it's in my spoon.
Let me do a shake first, and I will do it.
Oh my God, Madhavi's adopted J. Cole. It's over.
Oops.
I love pickles on my hamburger.
That one I might have only done a quarter. I think it's a little bit more, but are we doing this, Matthew?
We are doing this, except I agree. Mustard does not go on a burger. Mustard goes on a hot dog. Ketchup goes on a burger.
Yeah. Look, I am.
Get some nuts.
Okay. I'm getting some more of the sweetness there this time. It's burning my throat.
Yeah, now this one's making me cough.
It's giving me the COVID throat. I'm coughing it up.
Hey, Matthew, you're getting a little red.
Yeah, the heat hit me hard that one. That's good.
Yeah,
it's like liquid red. COVID. It's burned my throat out.
I'm not worried about my mouth. My mouth can handle it. It's the belly, man. It's the belly.
Okay, I'm gonna give it 6 for flavor. Now that I got a chance to taste it a little more, I'll move it up to 6.
All right, I got up to 6, baby.
Enjoy it. Jeremy, have some more. You'll move it to 6.
I have some on the plate that spilled off.
Lick the plate.
That was so painful, and I don't have any liquid left.
Don't be a plate licker.
Out. I'm out. I have no coolants up here. There's no way.
Oh.
I'm not going to be that running down our stair.
Oh, no male cravat has dance moves. Well, I don't know. Maybe Matthew's boys.
I doubt it.
We'll test them later.
I'm burning now. I'm burning the belly.
Joseph slam dances really well. He's good. He can get some speed up and hit. He's good in the mosh pit.
Ooh, that's hot, baby. That's hot.
That's good. Like for me, this is usual. It's not as hot for me the second time around, and it's more flavor. I get the flavor, so I'm good.
Belly.
I like this.
J. Cole will be a cravat that can dance.
Everybody dance now.
The belly.
Man, so Lee, what did you think of the interception Zach Wilson threw yesterday? Can you even figure out how that happened? Because it was so...
No,
it made no sense.
You can't blame it on the receiver running the wrong route. I mean, it was 100%. And the guy was totally covered. There was already a defender on his back. It wasn't going to get Jack for yards. It was just ridiculously stupid. But, he probably had butterflies in the belly. His belly probably hurt worse than mine does now because all the pressure was on him.
This is a very funny observation.
What's funny about that?
The evolution of Egghead. The hair goes from full to partial to gone.
Yeah.
Are we talking football? No, I've said it a million times. This is a crossover show. This is the show that you're supposed to subscribe to our channel, Krevat Attack, not to talk about football, to watch us rate and taste hot sauce. I'm helping promote my brother's channel. We have a channel together.
J. Cole, when and where is that wedding?
Give him a decade.
You got to invite all family.
He failed to recognize the defense and stared the receiver down the whole route. I thought he looked up on a curl route and then quickly looked and threw without really following the route. So I don't know. I got to look at the all 22 tape on that. But look, I mean, I don't know, man. I mean, he didn't throw an interception like that for the last 7 games of last season. So let's just hope it was one fluke play where he just made a horrible pass. He's been having a great camp. He's been having days where he's amazing. So
it's a brain fart. Also, part of it, I think, is that the Jets look so bad on defense that he wanted to come in and make something happen,
I betrayed him.
Well, we're defiant, so it's okay. Lee and I are both defiant.
Oh, Iowan. By the way, Iowan Jets fan was on Green Bean Channel a couple times. He became a little bit of a celebrity head, but he also now I go onto the Jet Lounge and I see Iowan. He's in there as a speaker now. He's branching out in the world. Oh, you mean something happened a few plays later? Yeah, look. You know what was amazing is that one of the best surprises of the night was Michael Clemens, the legendary Michael Clemens. And all I was saying was I hope he could play because he's such a fierce, scary guy. And guess what? He could play. He looked really, really good. Everybody's talking about our first top 4 draft picks, and then Jeremy Rucker. And it turns out that Michael Clemens was like the star of the game for the Jets. So it was great.
Rucker made a good catch in there. He got his hands on the ball.
Rucker, yeah, well, he did what he was asked to do. He made the play. He was there. He made a couple of catches, one for a touchdown. Very happy about that.
Yeah.
Very happy about that.
He's going to preview of what he can do possibly, maybe in the future.
Garrett Wilson looked fine. Brees Hall had a good play. He needed a couple of carries. There was no run blocking because backup tackles, but he ended up having a really nice run where we got a little bit of a glimpse of the future. Turn nothing into something. I mean, you don't get a lot of reps. You don't really get to look at them, but it was a lot. But it was definitely exciting to watch some of them on the field playing. Whatever. So,
Listen,
Wild Goose has got to make the team. This kid Wild Goose is just off the charts, like underrated. He's a quarterback.
I think Green Bean said that you don't want to see people like Wild Goose being the people you're talking about, but sometimes you find somebody that way.
Yeah,
that's fine. That's fine.
Yeah. I mean, the way he was playing, he was really, really on it. Like, I mean, he was really good. It's hard what's the point of having a 90-man roster and have to cut down to 53 if no matter how good you play, you're not going to have the opportunity to win a roster spot.
Yeah. So Jeremy, what do you think about this? Which, other than Zack, because he underperformed, there's no doubt. Other than Zack, who underperformed? Who played worse than you were expecting?
Quincy Williams.
Yeah.
Quincy Williams. Yeah, like
the
late hit on the
Jones. Quincy Jones. Quincy Jones.
Quincy Jones? No, Quincy Williams.
Quincy Adams.
Okay. Oh, Quincy Adams.
While Lee is Quincying, I got to make it to a baseball game. I'm going to go to Bull Durham. I'm going to see the Durham Bulls tonight.
Nice.
Taking Leah to see a game. So you guys have a good time talking football. We're going to go talk baseball over in Durham. So have a good night, everyone. And George, I look forward to your hot sauce.
Yeah, definitely. George, Twitter me, George. Hit me on Twitter, and we'll arrange it. You can even come on and talk about it with us if you want. I also saw Mike White. Yeah, he played poorly. But the thing that annoyed me, I was thinking about it this morning, Lee. What I didn't like about Quincy Williams' hit was, he's made mistakes by being like missing assignments, but hitting a quarterback late, I don't think people understand how bad of a thing that is.
That's bad.
Like, imagine a situation where it's 3rd and 12. A quarterback drops back. They're at their own 25-yard line. You stop them, you're going to get the ball back in good field position. Your 30, your 35-yard line. You force an incomplete pass or whatever it is, but then a player gets that late hit. You basically now move them to the 50-yard line with the ball. It's the same thing as a turnover. It's the same thing as if we got the ball and Zack threw an interception. It's really, it's an inexcusable penalty.
I'm going to pile on. It was, first of all, what you're talking about, it was bad football strategy. Just bad, right? Bad. Yeah. But beyond that, this is preseason. Everybody knows that it's a starting quarterback. You don't hit him out of bounds. This isn't like it's the Super Bowl or playoffs or even a big game. This is just two teams scrimmaging. You don't want to take someone out. You know how painful that is because maybe Zack would have been out for the season. It's crazy to take that kind of hit.
Right.
Preseason of a meaningless game and a meaningless drive. Second other reason. Okay. Now you're putting a target on Zack's back. You don't know if their offensive line is saying, "Oh, we get a chance to hit this guy, or hit him when he's running out of bounds. Let's take it as hard as we possibly can." That can happen, right? So there's so many reasons why you just don't do this.
Yeah. Now, look, I'm not saying Quincy Williams is a bad person and didn't, take accountability for it. What I'm saying is we're talking about, do we want him on the field in the moment? In the moment, he didn't take he wasn't responsible in the moment. He wasn't responsible for keeping the other team healthy by not hitting them late. Look, I don't want the other team injured on cheap shots or like purposely hurting them. You can hit them as hard as you want, clean tackle. You knock their bells out, hit them as hard as you can in order to make them, make them see ghosts. You don't want them, but never take a cheap shot at another player. And you said it right. It's not fair to the Philly fans. It's not good for the league. You don't try to take out other people's players. It's just bad all around. It's just
Clemens showed how it's done. In that first or second drive, he had a crazy hit, but that was a legit hit, Yeah. It
was So it's it's a problem. I don't think he has a high football IQ. In the sense that last year he was missing assignments. It's like you got to be smart as a football player.
Hey, Jeremy, you're not letting me click on comments.
Oh, I'm sorry. I didn't know that you could. Go ahead. I forgot that you could. Oh, you can't. Oh, okay. I had to give control to Adam for our other show, so I got to flip it back to you. But one of the things I might do is I could upgrade. I might have to upgrade StreamYard so I could have more than one team member.
Yeah.
I absolutely think you should serve chicken cutlets at your wedding. Okay. Really bad fire. So,
You got to click on Madhavi's comment.
what's one of these comments? I like Matthew best.
There'd be a big problem if you didn't like Matthew best.
But seriously, Quincy Williams is very athletic. He has good potential, but he took a step backwards. And someone else said Denzel Mims, and I agree. Denzel Mims had a chance for it to be a good game. He had a reception or two. He fights hard, but man, he just can't seem to get the playbook down. You know, like he got a bad drop that came, which I don't understand because it wasn't a part of his career up until last year. And then the penalties that he gets for not knowing where to be is this outrageous to me. I just don't understand why he can't line up and do the play.
You know, all I can say is the next two preseason games better be better because I paid $5. I paid $5 to see these preseason games.
Yeah.
I was kidding. I mean, I'm not kidding about the $5. I'm kidding about that being a reason. Never mind.
You know, but I'll tell you this. The starters, it was a bad day. Zack getting hurt, bad day. Zack throwing the interception, like it was horrible first quarter. It's not meaningless that the backup guys were able to come back and scratch out a win because those guys are important too. We want a full, complete 53-man roster, and these are the guys fighting for those spots. And I want to see them be able to beat other guys from other teams fighting for roster spots. I want depth. I want to know we're getting the best of the backup players because football is loaded with injuries. We know how often we're going to have to rely on players like that. So to see them playing well in those scenarios is a really good thing.
Yeah. Hey, Jeremy, you're still red, which I love. And you only did one hit. You're still red. It's probably been a half hour since you took that shot.
Yeah. I did way too much. I can't believe I'm the last person that should be doing more than he's required to do. I should be doing the absolute bare minimum.
Should I finish this stuff or should I save it for the show?
I don't know. Well, I'd save it for the show, maybe.
All right. I'll say I got about a fifth of a bottle left.
Okay. So talking Jets with Tigo. Now, Tigo said some interesting things. He's interesting because Tigo hated the Michael Clemens pick. He thinks Michael Clemens was a horrible pick and he's an awful player. He also hates Max Mitchell, so he was looking to criticize Max Mitchell. I don't know why Talking Tigo dislikes Max Mitchell so much and why he dislikes Michael Clemens so much. But even after the game, Talking Jets with Tigo was DMing me up saying that I'm exaggerating. Clemens wasn't good. That Max Mitchell is awful and we should be talking about how bad he is. And I don't get it. Like, why?
You say it to Clemens' face.
I don't know why Talking Jets with Tigo hates Max Mitchell so much and Michael Clemens. Like, I don't get it.
I know why. It's jealous, man.
Yeah.
That guy's a monster.
Yeah, he's jealous. He's jealous of Max Mitchell. He's jealous of Michael Clemens. You know.
Yeah. J. Cole asked what my favorite. I couldn't post it because you don't give me those rights. But J. Cole asked what dish I best like to cook.
Oh, okay.
It's hard to pick one specific dish. I can tell you the dish my wife loves the most. It's not my favorite to cook, but it's her favorite, and that's salmon. I make all kinds of salmon. I do different rubs and different sauces, and I cook it to perfection the way she likes it. And then we eat about a pound each of it because we love it so much.
So, guys, if you ever want to know Tigo's takes on something, it's the opposite of anything I claim his take is. It's the opposite of whatever I say. When it comes to Tigo, I'm Rich Shamini. Just like untrustworthy. Oh my God, look at this.
Never have in my life. But I go to Portland a lot because I do shows there. I'm doing a show tonight. Improvised Shakespeare should be awesome. And I go to this one food cart pod where there's a Philly cheesesteak guy, Mr. Philly cheesesteak, and they're awesome there. And I do get them pretty often.
Oh, I'm getting one
because when I eat out, I'm allowed to have steak when I eat out.
When I visit, I have to have one. Is it like Philly authentic? Is it like
yes, the guy puts whatever you want, you know. We asked him what do you put on it because he has Velveeta, whatever, you know, or whatever it is.
Yeah, whiz.
And I said, what's the best thing? And he said provolone.
Oh, he's a provolone guy.
Yeah, so I mean, he tells his favorite thing, you know.
I mean, provolone is a better cheese, but like if for the authentic flavor and taste, I would get whiz. So you know, just Robert S. I thought Tigo liked Max Mitchell. He does, man. I was just being completely sarcastic. I've been driving Tigo crazy. I've been driving him crazy by saying awful lies about him. Honestly, who else is tired of this team showing up looking unprepared? Yeah, it's preseason. So what? The other teams are showing up. Why can't the Jets? I agree. I'm tired of it. I'm tired of them playing like that. I know everybody says, oh, it's just preseason. But the problem is not that, like, if they were just a good team last year, the issue is that it looked the same. Like, it was the same thing. No offensive line. No run blocking. Now they're missing two of their tackles who are going to be the actual day one starters, but still, it was a bad look. And the defense, it's the same thing. The space, he's known to be a good defensive coach. It was supposed to be the San Francisco system. I've never seen so much space. It's like I can catch a pass off the Jets. You mean you run into the middle of the field and they leave you alone to catch the ball? It's ridiculous.
Hey, the offense, I thought the offensive line, because you just bashed them a bit, I thought they sucked for the run, excuse my language, but I thought that they protected the quarterback so much better than last year.
Okay.
So much better.
Okay. I'm thinking about the first quarter against the run.
Yeah, I know you're thinking about the run. And the run, I totally agree. But at least I want to give him one thing there. I want to give him one thing. And that is they protected the quarterback at least a little bit, which they didn't do at all last season. First half.
Yeah, we won. We did win the game, but but it doesn't feel like we won the game. We were playing a vanilla defense, and our secondary is literally all new. And we need to give them some time. No, I get it. I'm not saying that this is the Jets, and this is who we're going to be. What I'm saying is the problem I had with it is that it looked so much like last year. Like, that's the problem. They were still screen passing on us. I understand it's the vanilla defense. And I'm not saying that it's going to last. I'm hopeful that it's not. But it brings back that bad feeling when it looks exactly the same. And why couldn't we do well against the Eagles then if it's vanilla? Why did they dominate us? Why were they ready? Why were they looking so good? And why were we looking so bad? It doesn't add up for me. If they would have gotten the better of us, but it was competitive, fine. But it wasn't competitive. That was a game that if it was a real game, I understand it would have been totally different game plan. But they playing their vanilla game versus our vanilla game, they were going to win 56-0. So
their quarterback scrambled and ran hard, so they were playing to win.
Right,
the first
so
10
were
minutes.
we though. Our guys were playing hard. Our guys were playing hard too. But what Zack
I don't think our defensive line did enough, to be honest.
Well, Quinnen in the beginning was alone. Like in the first play, Quinnen looked great, and then he disappeared a little. But Carl Lawson wasn't playing. JFM wasn't playing.
Yeah.
So, I mean, JFM and Carl Lawson are set to be the starting edges, and neither of them played.
Yeah.
I don't know if Jacob Martin played because I don't even remember seeing Jacob Martin in there. So, I mean,
I guess I'm saying, so it's hard to really tell what the defense is. I'm not saying I didn't want it to be better because it sucked, but I am saying that we don't know because it wasn't like our defense. That isn't the defense we're going to have.
but the 5 sacks did not come with our starters. That's what I'm talking about. I'm talking about the first 2 drives. Their 2 drives and our 2 drives. The drives that looked a little bit more realistic of what it's going to look like week 1. Not like our backup guys against their backup offensive linemen.
But Jeremy, do you really think that's supposed to look like week 1?
No.
Those aren't the guys we have out there.
Well, last year that's how it looked, but I'm not saying it's definitely going to look like that. I'm saying it's concerning. I mean, why were they ready? Why were the Eagles ready, and why were we not ready?
The thing I'm most concerned about, is Zack played like shit. He did.
Yeah.
That's the thing I'm most concerned about.
He did. And I guess our defense, I hope that we're not going to play back like we did. Because why would you take Sauce Gardner and tell him he has to play back on people, and not press?
No.
He needs to press. That's what he does. Like, that's what makes him special, is that he doesn't have to play back. He doesn't get beat. You have to press with him. Otherwise, why'd you pick him?
But in practice, they're showing him pressing.
Right.
So I don't feel like we've seen our cards yet. I understand that's a common excuse.
I know.
But I just don't feel like we went out there to say, let's win the game. We went out there to get some feel of the game, and it was too much for Zack. That was too much. He did something stupid. He got hurt, but maybe a few other guys didn't do that well, but I think
I'm not going to I'm analyzing the game. I'm not attaching the game to the season. Even a regular season game, I don't attach to the rest of the season anymore because I've learned. I mean, the Tennessee Titans lost us and then went on to have the best record in the AFC, right? The Bengals lost to us and went to the Super Bowl. So one game is one game, whether it's a preseason game or a regular game. So I'm not predicting the year based on yesterday.
Yeah.
Yesterday was a miserable first quarter because Zack got hurt. That was the worst part of it. But also there was a bad feeling to what we were watching. It doesn't mean that I'm saying that's what we're going to be. It just means it wasn't fun to watch. I wanted and was excited to see them come out and play well. That's what I was hoping to see.
So I put this into Green Bean's chat last night during the game, and that is that I think it's my fault about Zach Wilson. I think it's my fault. I bought his jersey. Every jersey I buy, the guy gets hurt or is never the same. 100%.
No, that's the same thing with me.
Merriman. Remember, I was so excited about Merriman. I was so excited after the first 2 or 3 seasons. I went out and got his jersey. Really expensive jersey. Okay, this is awesome. Real game kind of jersey. And guy got injured, had 3 crappy years, got traded. Crap.
No.
6
to 8 games this season acceptable. I think it depends how. I mean, 6 games is hard to say is going to be acceptable, but 8 games, it's how. If 8 games and Zack plays great and we lose shootouts, okay. You know what I mean? Like, I could live with that more than Zack out for the season. Like, he comes back and gets hurt again and he misses most of the season and we win 8 games. I'm disappointed because we didn't get the answer on Zack. I really want to see the growth. I want to find out if he's our guy.
Yeah,
if we get
8 with Flacco, we have nothing because he's not going to be there.
Right. Also, and then we don't know about Zack. That's the problem. Like I want to know because you don't know what to do. How do you move forward with the team? Like, as soon as you know if you have your quarterback, the faster you can move forward in building your team. So we need Zack to come back. If he misses the first game or second game of the season, that doesn't matter. I mean, as far as learning about Zack, but we need him to be healthy the rest of the year. We need him to have a good sample size, and we need to know if he's getting better and if he's the guy. I believe in him, but I'm not going to sit there and say that's believe and saying it's factual is 2 different things. Like, I believe in him, but there's no way I'm going to deny he's still a question mark. He still
might
has
be
to
injury prone. He might be injury prone.
Well, it's the same knee, so I don't know. Maybe he's gonna have to wear a brace forever, like some kind of support. I don't know, but I mean, because it's the same knee, and that's a little scary to me.
I want to answer about the wedding dances just to get it off the table. Yeah, they're emotional. No, don't take your shirt off. And more emotional, earlier this year, my daughter got married. I did the father-daughter dance, and I was crying like a baby for that.
See, Tigo, no, you see, and that's what Tigo does. It's like I'm sitting there talking about one game. I'm not saying our defense is going to be abysmal here. I'm saying that yesterday, they were abysmal.
Tigo hates our defense. Tigo hates our defense.
No, I'm saying is I want them to be better. And I think they might. I think when Lawson is back and JFM is back and it's not a preseason game and we're playing our starters the whole game, because you never know. If we play our starters the whole game, they might give up a touchdown first drive, and then they might give up 10 points the whole game and only give 3 points the rest because they make adjustments. So, no, I mean, there wasn't enough time to decide who they're going to be this year. And, yes, you're right. It is a vanilla game plan. They don't show what they're going to do. But at the same time, we'd like to see them play well. It's nice to see guys play well.
At the same time, if Zack came out and was 6 for 6 with a touchdown pass,
would have felt better,
and a couple of scrambles, we'd be like, yeah, we wouldn't say he's an all-star, but we would be excited about it instead of being. I put the whammy on. I definitely put the whammy on him. I'm sorry. Should I burn it? I don't know. And it's really a bad one, too.
Well, he's trying to get me back. He's trying to get me back.
I agree. He told me he might be a Finns fan. He did. He said secretly he loves the Finns. That's why he just ate this 6 Finn series sauce.
Oh my God. That when you want to find out who I really like or the truth, you wait until I'm under the influence of hot sauce and you ask, because that's the fun thing about hot sauce. When you're asked a question, you tell the truth. So.
Hey, Jeremy, I think I'm going to fly.
Yeah, we're going to
mainly because the hot sauce is in my belly and I want to have some food in there soon.
Yeah, me and Tigo write for a publication called Stadium Rant. And we have our publication segment is Jets Joint, and we need to learn how to post articles better. Our editor wants us to have a call. So if Tigo doesn't have anything to do with with the baby, we're going to do that now. And everybody pay attention, because me and Tigo are going to be pumping out articles for Sports Rant. And one day when they become big and get the Bleacher Report, me and Tigo are going to get press access. This is our dream. We're going to get press access, and one day you're going to see Tigo asking a question in the press room, and that's when Michael Clemens is going to find them, because he watched my show and believed me, and he's going to squish Tigo. He's going to pick him up and rip his head off.
Do you know that sometimes I get a press pass?
To energy things, right?
To energy things, I get a press pass now because I have my podcast. Yeah,
that's cool.
Yeah,
that's cool. All right, everybody.
Wait. We'll see you next time on
Krevat
Attack.
Hot Scores. Anyway, guys, if you haven't subscribed, make sure you sub to the channel. We're going to be doing more live hot sauce shows. So those of you who like to watch us, turn red or whatever, or suffer, subscribe to the channel. Lee, go change that URL already to Krevat Attack. We got over 100 subs a long time ago. You just got to go into the YouTube studio and change it.
What are you talking about?
You can go into YouTube and change the URL to our channel. So it's not this mumbo jumbo. It's youtube.com/channel/
I don't know how to do that.
Yeah, well, you can.
I'm giving you
All right.
access. You can.
Goodbye, Harlan. Okay. Thank you, everybody. I'll be back tomorrow night at 8 p.m. Zack is not out for the season. We avoided the worst case scenario. Hopefully, I hope he's back for the opener because that's the game I'm going to. We'll find out. I'm not sure. It is what it is.
He'll
But
be
at least
back.
we didn't lose him for the season.
He'll be back.
Bye, everyone. Thanks for coming by. Ciao.
Don't not be Thibodeau. And here it comes. It's about to come in. Oh my God. They didn't. They took Sauce Gardner. Oh my God, they don't want an edge. Maybe he likes Jermaine Johnson at 10. Then we're not going to get a wide receiver? Garrett Wilson, wide receiver. Oh my God, no edge.
The Jets traded up. The Jets traded up. Are we taking JJ? Are we taking JJ? Because I know Braden is in New Zealand saying, we should get Lily, Mike. He's definitely saying that. JJ! We got Johnson! We got Johnson at 26! We got Johnson at 26! This is great! Yes! They took Roger McCreary, they didn't take Dean, and we traded up. We can get Jacoby Dean. We can get Jacoby Dean. It really is. They took Breece Hall. They took Breece Hall. Wow. I mean, look, I love Breece Hall. But there's also Jeremy Ruckert, who I think is the best tight end in the class personally. They took Jeremy Ruckert. They took Jeremy Ruckert. Yes! We got a Jeremy. We got a Jeremy. Oh, and the Jets pick, and it's Max Mitchell, offensive tackle. We needed that. That's wow. We took Michael Clemens. I never heard of him. A defensive edge.